Understanding slow flight is a fundamental skill for pilots, especially those learning to fly. It involves flying the aircraft at a minimal airspeed while maintaining control. This maneuver is essential for safe landings as it allows for precise control of the aircraft at low speeds. Mastering slow flight builds confidence and prepares pilots for critical situations that demand slow and controlled flight. Think of slow flight as the foundation for safe landings. Just as a house needs a strong foundation, a pilot needs a solid understanding of slow flight to land smoothly and safely. It's all about maintaining control of the aircraft when it's at its most vulnerable, at low speed. By practicing slow flight, pilots develop a feel for the aircraft's handling characteristics at these critical speeds. Key instruments like the airspeed indicator, altimeter, and carburetor heat control play crucial roles in maintaining control during slow flight. The airspeed indicator helps monitor the aircraft's speed, ensuring it stays above stall speed. The altimeter is essential for maintaining altitude, preventing unintentional descent. The carburetor heat control prevents engine icing, ensuring smooth engine performance at low speeds. Understanding and using these instruments effectively is key to mastering slow flight and ensuring safe landings. Slow flight is not just an exercise, it's a skill used in real-world flying scenarios. One such situation is during short-field landings, where pilots need to approach and land within a limited runway distance. Slow flight allows for a steeper descent angle and slower touchdown speed, both essential for short-field operations. Another instance where slow flight becomes crucial is during traffic pattern slowdowns. Air traffic control often instructs pilots to reduce their speed to accommodate other aircraft in the pattern. Proficiency in slow flight ensures pilots can safely and efficiently comply with these instructions without stalling the aircraft. Finally, obstacle clearance situations, such as during takeoff or landing at airports surrounded by obstacles, demand precise control at low speeds. Slow flight techniques enable pilots to maneuver the aircraft safely over obstacles while maintaining a safe margin. Setting up for slow flight involves a systematic approach to ensure a smooth transition to this low-speed maneuver. Start by turning on the carburetor heat to prevent carburetor icing, which can occur at low engine power settings. Then, reduce the engine power gradually to decrease the aircraft's speed. Next, incrementally add flaps, which increase lift and drag, allowing the aircraft to fly slower. Throughout this process, maintain altitude by adjusting the pitch attitude using back pressure on the control yoke. The goal is to achieve a nose-high attitude, indicating a high angle of attack. Remember to coordinate your rudder input to keep the aircraft from yawing left or right, especially as you add flaps. Maintain a constant airspeed, typically just above the stall speed for your aircraft, by making small adjustments to the throttle and elevator. Section 4. Executing the slow flight maneuver. Once you've set up for slow flight, maintaining this maneuver requires a delicate touch and constant attention to the aircraft's behavior. The aircraft will be in a nose-high attitude, indicating a high angle of attack which is necessary to generate sufficient lift at low airspeeds. Control inputs will feel heavier than usual, requiring more deliberate and smoother movements of the control yoke and rudder pedals. Maintain coordination between the ailerons and rudder to counteract any adverse yaw, keeping the aircraft flying straight. Be aware of the stall warning horn or stick shaker, which will activate as you approach the critical angle of attack. If the stall warning activates, immediately reduce the angle of attack by releasing back pressure on the control yoke and smoothly apply engine power to regain airspeed. Section 5. Recovering from slow flight. Recovering from slow flight is just as crucial as entering it safely. To initiate the recovery, apply full power smoothly to avoid overstressing the engine or inducing a sudden pitch-up. Simultaneously, turn off the carburetor heat, as it's no longer needed at higher power settings. Next, gently pitch down to reduce the angle of attack and increase airspeed. As the aircraft starts to accelerate, gradually retract the flaps one notch at a time to avoid losing lift too quickly. Maintain coordinated flight throughout the recovery by using the rudder to counteract any yawing tendencies. Once the aircraft regains cruise speed and a safe altitude, trim the aircraft for level flight. Practice makes perfect when it comes to slow flight recovery, so aim for smooth and controlled movements throughout the process.